Tell you something, Setenil de la Bodegas is a fairly extraordinary little village in a province of Cádiz. I'm going to tell you more about it in a moment. Province of Cádiz. I'm actually walking through a cave, a sort of a cave. This little village has been inhabited since the prehistoric times, and what makes it so special is the way the people live here in this village. It is built up in a fairly deep gorge where the sort of let me see if I can show you that, where the river runs at the bottom. Weird enough, there is quite a few cars driving around this place. I don't know how they manage. This is quite narrow little streets here, but maybe you can see the river over there. It flows through the whole village, but this kind of limestone rocks are pretty soft actually, so they've managed to carve caves here, and that's how they've lived in some of their habitations since the prehistoric time. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna walk through this street and see how the things progress. There's many pretty little houses here, and very well kept. It has become recently a very popular touristic attraction, so you have a lot of visitors here every day. Even today I'm on the darker side of the village, which looks a bit empty because most of the people are on the other side of the river where the sun shines more, and they go and have their siesta tapas there. But let me show you one of these entrances to the house. They're very nice. You see there's a lot of this kind of tile works, and that tradition comes all the way from the Andalusian times. The Moriscos here, they brought it over, and it stuck even after the Reconquista, so the Spanish kind of culture adopted a lot of stuff from the Moors that inhabited even this village. But they were not the first ones. I mean, this was known to be a Roman village. Actually, the name derives from the Roman times as well. Here you can see a very, very, very nice entrance to one of the houses here. Look at that. What a beautiful place. So it's the Romans that actually gave the name to this place. Setenil means something to do with number 7, and Bodegas. This used to be a huge wine producing place at the times, but in the late 1800s the pest came over from the North America and destroyed the wine industry in this area, and it's only quite recently actually picking up in the Ronda area. So it kind of died for several decades, and then they came up with olive oil industry, which is huge here. I think the Andalusia in general is the biggest olive oil producing area in Europe. So that's it. Okay, it seems that I've reached a dead end. It is 1500 hours and a time for siesta for most of the people in this village of Setenil. We are right in the northeastern corner of Cádiz province, and in a very special village or pueblo blanco called Setenil de la Bodegas. This area has been inhabited since the Roman times and is quite historically significant village as well. During the time of Reconquista, the Spanish war against invading Muslims, this village was a crucial turning point in the battle of the dominance in this area, and eventually Reyes Católicos, Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand managed to capture this village and turn into the castle up there on the hill, turn it to a bastion for the Christian forces. And at the time of the battle, Queen Isabel was 7 months pregnant, but she still managed to keep her forces fighting.
Ay, no corras tanto. Ay, ya.
Here you have a nice view to the gorge, where the first inhabitants of this village were living in the caves. Those limestone caves there, they're still used by some of the restaurants. So I'm heading up the hill through these narrow streets, which surprisingly still have some cars driving around. It surprises me a lot. But let's see, I think I can go. I'm not even sure which way I should take, but I don't remember going that way. I'm going to go this way. Let's see where I end up.